Yo, 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 it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about why you will be top dog on semen retention and why you'll be your most alpha assertive self while you're on semen retention. The reason why you'll be your most alpha assertive self and you literally won't take any, you won't be, let's say, you won't be hard-headed. You'll be very, very, very like alpha, sure of yourself, anti-submissive, anti-feminine, and anti just like second guessing. The reason why this is because you're finally becoming who you really are meant to be, for real. Like in the beginning, like let's say if you were in like middle school, elementary school, high school, and you were like relapsing every single day, beating off and not really and being a shell of yourself, you probably had to have people kind of try to push your buttons a little. They might have bullied you. They might have basically tested you. Men and women might have tested you to see if you were a man or not to do certain things. And they might have given you a lot of tests and try to see how alpha you were. But the thing is, if you were relapsing and doing all of this, then what tends to happen is that you probably failed the shit test. Like if someone said something about how you look, or someone made fun of you, you might have reacted in a feminine way, or you might have acted in an altercation way. And if you do this, consistently, what tends to happen is that people are gonna sniff beta male tendencies off of you. Women are gonna sense beta male tendencies off of you. And this isn't really good if you're trying to attract women in your life or you're trying to get more respect from men. Because the thing about life, you can look at life as a video game and you can look at it as a test in every situation. Every decision you make is a test. And if you make the right decision, you're gonna be very, very happy with yourself in the long run. Because the true testament, the true way any man gets true happiness is through discipline and saying what they were going to do and actually accomplishing what they said they were going to do, even if they don't feel like doing it. Now, a lot of men will be tested, and if you want to pass the test that women society all throw at you, it starts with seminal retention. The reason why I preach this is because semen retention teaches discipline. And if you can hold your nut and you can not be a slave to your sexual urges, then you will be top dog in any situation because you're already doing the hard things. If you can do this, then there's going to be easier things for you because you're passing the test and you're becoming who you are truly meant to be. You'll tend to notice when you're on semen retention for maybe a while, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, 2 months, you'll start noticing how your world kind of somehow transforms into a fuller expression of who you are. I had some instances where when I am retaining like on a long streak, certain people just seem to show up in my life. I start getting more help from people. People seem to be a lot more helpful towards me instead of being irritated by me. Women definitely seem to be a lot more submissive and feminine around me instead of being irritated and trying to become a masculine around me. The reason this is because they sense your presence and they sense your energy. If you have low energy and you're like, let's say maybe depressed a little bit, and you're relapsing and you might have a cringe aura about you, people are going to sense this off of you and they're going to say, he's not confident. He seems like he's a little too indecisive, and I don't like that. I want to be around someone who's decisive, who's masculine, and who knows what they want. So the thing is, semen retention helps you build that aura and that energy around you so you can finally become who you really are meant to be. You'll start noticing higher quality people come into your life, higher quality opportunities, higher quality women come into your life. New opportunities seem to just show up, and you have to take this by its you have to take this by the balls and go run with it, because opportunity comes literally once in a lifetime. If it's a good enough opportunity, you have to take it by the balls and run with it. If you're at the gym and you're on semen retention, you'll definitely tend to notice women trying to be around you, just giving an aura of just very authoritative, very sure of yourself, and very, very, let's say, like, happy. And this will rub off on other people. You'll go in a room, you'll start noticing people want to be around you, want to take some of your energy, and they'll even lighten up if you are on semen retention. Now, this isn't voodoo, this isn't some witchcraft thing. This is pure science. The man who retains and has that energy aura about him will be top tier in any situation, because, like I said, he's becoming his full version, his fullest version, his best version, his truer self, and his highest self. And this is very, very attractive to women and people in general. Now, how do you run with this? Like, how do you, once those opportunities come in your life, how do you run with it? And how do you make it so, like, you're actually winning, like, let's say, with women and in life? Once you do this, what you need to do, once you retain, what you need to do is have those choosing signals, sense those choosing signals, and go for women who you're actually interested in. Go for women who you're actually interested in. Go for opportunities that you're actually interested in. And then that desire will kind of talk for itself. Because a lot of guys like to, let's say, cold approach and approach women that they're not even interested in. And if you approach someone you're not really interested in, they can really tell that you're kind of faking it and you're just doing it just to do it. And this is kind of unattractive to people. So make sure you're approaching, let's say, like, people that you're actually attracted to. Because once you feel that in your core, that desire in your core, it's really going to be easier, because you actually care about what you're doing, instead of being on semen retention and approaching anything and anything just so you can have an ego boost or be, quote unquote, proud of yourself. So make sure that you're doing things because you actually want to do it, and people aren't forcing you, let's say, to approach or anything like that. Now, to keep the conversation going and to run with it, you're gonna have to try to do this thing. You're gonna have to try to connect on a deeper level. If you are approaching a woman, let's say you're approaching a woman, you see her at the gym. At the beginning, you say some light rapport, like you say some things that you observe, and then you just share it. And then she says something, and then you guys kind of start talking. And then what the interaction is, what you're trying to do is you're trying to get her, you guys are trying to connect on something that you both share on a deeper level. And if you can do that and actually connect with her on a deeper level, and then once you guys connected, you go back to switching the subject and then talking about something else to talk about a deeper level. Every time you do this, you're creating a bond with the person you're talking to. And once you create this bond, the more you do this, the more of a bond you'll create. And then eventually, like, she'll like you for that, and she wants more of that. Because what happens when you're connecting deeply with somebody, you're sharing dopamine you're releasing a lot of dopamine in both of you. And if you can release a lot of dopamine, then it's going to be somewhat addicting for the interaction. And then once that interaction, it gets to the point where it's addicting, then you can get her react to you however you want her to. But this is what happens. But in order to do this to its full potential, go on Semen Retention and become the best version of yourself. And then your aura and your quote-unquote desire will do all of the talking. So like, comment, and subscribe below. I put down a video training series on how to do all of these techniques properly. So make sure you click down the link below, and I'll see you in the next one.